Well, hello, friends. It's been a busy, busy day. We're just trying to perfect our production protocols. Our iPhone is on its last legs. Our cell phone company has let us know that it may not be possible to keep this particular phone and its SIM card because, it's being disallowed. But, it's served us well. And we are just getting into a little um, coffee moment. You know, we had the pleasure of trying this delicious VitaCup Genius coffee. It's my first time trying it. I got it at Target for about $18.99. It makes a lot of promises. MCT oil, turmeric, B vitamins. It says, attention masterminds, we've infused your daily cup with a boost of essential vitamins, MCT oil, cinnamon, and turmeric to help your brain and body stay brilliant. That's great. Genius Blend is a flavorful medium roast coffee with a subtle hint of cinnamon to sweeten the deal. We infused each pod with an all-star lineup of vitamins and superfoods that were carefully selected to help your morning light bulb turn on, making it the ideal blend for idea people. It does remind you, even though you're supposed to, I guess you're only a genius after you drink the coffee because the directions say do not remove foil seal before brewing. Anyone who has a Keurig knows better than that. Allow pods to cool before removing to recycle. I've never seen such directions written on any box of K-Cups before. But the ingredients include coffee, MCT, which is medium chain triglycerides. I'm told that's a man-made version of omega 369 medium chain fatty acids. Maybe I'm wrong or maybe I'm right about that science. Cinnamon, turmeric, resveratrol, which is that antioxidant you get in red wine and red grapes. Vitamin blend, pantothenic acid, cholecalciferol, pyridoxine, thiamine, methylcobalamin, methylfolate. I understand some of what that is, but I guess it's vitamins. And indeed, it's not a dark roast, which is what I prefer, but it is an extremely pleasant medium roast coffee. It sort of flows into your body, and then you do feel the brightness of caffeine, and then you also have the plus of getting a lot of really good vitamins. It has a small amount of sodium, 2% of your daily value, and then as far as vitamin D3, it's 100% of your daily allowance, I guess, based on men's bodies, not women's. Potassium, it's 4%. Thiamine, 380%. Vitamin B6, 290%. Folate, 40%. Vitamin B12, 10,000%. And then pantothenic acid is 200%. So as you know, your body normally throws out probably a quarter to half, if not more, of the vitamins that you take. So maybe by consuming something like this, you're getting a little bit more into your system and you're going to retain some fraction of it, depending on whether you're consuming the vitamins with fat, either from your almond or oat milk. If you're adding butter to your coffee, like a bulletproof coffee, or cream, or half and half, or anything like that. Coconut cream if you're vegan. But this is definitely a plus. The price is high. This is probably one of the most expensive coffees. I think the only other coffee that was either the same price or more expensive is what is the one with the skull and crossbones that is a lot of caffeine? Death Wish coffee, is that the one? But this one doesn't seem to suggest you'll have a stroke. It just seems to suggest that you'll have more vitamins than you normally would with regular coffee. So I enjoyed this, and there's another variety that I got of it in a pink box that is some kind of like slim coffee, so I'll check that one out next. But I highly recommend this. You know, give it a whirl. You can always use more variety in your coffee in the morning routine. So I thought we might begin our kale salad preparation by adding the Aroma Naturals Lifestyle Wellness and Natural Beauty Candle, which is a really lovely sort of camphor and mint scented candle. It's to increase mental focus. Are you sensing a theme here? As well as energy booster. It has bergamot, melissa, which I've never heard of before, lime, and global mints. It's 100% natural, handcrafted aromatherapy candle for your health and well-being, and that's definitely a must these days. It's 100% pure essential oils in this lovely little blue jar, and we'll get that guy going so that we can feel mental focus and energy that is boosted. We'll put that over here. But I hope you're having a great day, stars. You know, I have been enjoying myself here at home. I got up, I ate some nuts. I was able to get a bunch of nuts for super cheap at the grocery store. I got whole pecans in the shell, whole walnuts in the shell. I may go back and get almonds. I'm not a huge fan of hazelnuts, and I figured if I got those, they might be healthy, but I might not eat them. So I left those behind and probably will leave them behind for the time being unless something comes up, like a recipe or something like that. But in any case, step one is to wash your kale, right? If you are fortunate enough to live in Southern California, you have access to some really beautiful kale. This is what you call lacinato or black kale. You can always get it at the Park Slope Food Co-op or at the Hollywood and other farmers markets, right? So what I always suggest is getting this down into whatever vessel you're washing it in, and if it's too big to fit, just snap it in half so it will fit. And then once you have your kale submerged, you want to add some, preferably apple cider vinegar, just to encourage any mites or other insects and any pesticides or, you know, kind of other substances or dirt or germs that are on your vegetables to make their escape, right? You want to make sure that it's as clean and free of debris and grit. Sometimes you eat salads and there's like grit or sand that's dirt on them, and that's never a plus because, as we know, kale tastes very much like dirt. Kale tastes like the dirt on the bottom of your shoe. It tastes like the dirt on your dog's foot, the dirt on your lawn. It very much tastes like dirt. Now, some people would say that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing because, of course, we, like plants, need minerals, right? You can also shake your kale around inside. This is an asparagus pot. See how long it is? And what's genius about it is that it has not only a lid, but it also boasts this cute little basket that once you lift it out of the pot, your asparagus will be intact and will not be, you know, sort of damaged or cut from being shoved in a pot or anything like that. And then you can be kind of conservative about how much water you put in the pot, so you're not draining out vitamins with hot water or steam. You're effectively able to steam and cover your asparagus, and then it kind of like lets you take it out in a really elegant way. So this is actually one of my favorite kinds of items to use in order to clean your vegetables, you know, with a certain amount of satisfaction. Like, you just don't want to I don't know. I mean, I see people take, quote, washed salad out of the package and just put it into their, on their plate or into their food, like triple washed spinach and all of that. And there's always like issues, right? From time to time, there's outbreaks of different things, and from time to time, there's, you know, it's always good to wash things, maybe not with soap, but a little vinegar, some elbow grease, some vigorous rinsing and washing is always a good idea. So, once your kale is washed, you want to kind of wrap it like collard greens, tightly into a, just sort of wrap it around itself and kind of get it as compact as possible. And then you want to get it on your cutting board and slice through it, making very, very slender ribbons of kale, right? This will be the base of your salad. You can also add different aromatics and different things to distract the tongue from the dirt flavor. You want to have your salad bowl at the ready and get your sliced kale into the bowl, right? Not too much, but enough that it's really going to make a good impact on your health and broom out your intestines from all the, protein and other things that you've been consuming. COVID-19 is definitely letting us know that gut health and general health and keeping your weight down and all of that stuff is important. If you're interested in the glow up and level up game, a variety of different vegetables, always a plus, right? Adding some color with some organic red bell pepper is not a bad idea. We're using kind of like a barbecue knife that has this kind of pointy thing on the end for flipping steaks. But, proper form for slicing, hope you can see my fingers, is to curl your fingers in like this so you're not cutting through your delicate and very necessary fingers. Garlic is something that you can add. The last thing I'm going to try to do is slice up this purple onion. People say if you cut the onion across the eye or the end, that's what makes your eyes tear if you cut it this way. But if you cut it lengthwise, then apparently it doesn't happen. I don't know if that's true, but we're going to get there. I have some fresh cloves of garlic. I have some almonds, some olive oil. I have some pre-made salad dressing, rosemary, balsamic, and I also have some cranberries. Again, like you want to eat the salad either raw and the kale either raw or as raw as possible. Some people counsel, blanching it, maybe getting hot water going in your pot and then turning off the fire, putting the kale in there just to give it a steam that will make it just a shade less than raw. I think that we've all had blanched vegetables. They're not, so cooked, having that kind of, I guess it's like a powdery look that kale can have on its skin, but blanching it kind of makes it a little bright green and not so dusty looking, to my eyes. So that lets you know it's not quite raw. I'm being brave and tossing in raw garlic. That maybe isn't everyone's preference. Some people say cut the stems out of your kale and put them aside, maybe saute them, these thick stems, saute them with garlic and then add them back into your salad. We'll see. I think that we can kind of get where we want to go without doing all of that. We're going to add this pepper for a little bit of low-level sweetness, right? You want to eat all different colors of vegetables in your day, whether it's juiced or it's actual vegetables or it's in your other food. All of those things are going to help you, engage different vitamins and engage in health-enhancing dietary choices, right? If you're looking to lose weight, if you're looking to beautify your skin, if you're looking to optimize your health in whatever way, we had some delicious chocolate mousse in this tiny little jar, but we washed it And I thought rather than chopping the almonds, which makes the almonds ricochet all over the kitchen, you know, to kind of get them on a cutting board and see if I can smash them. You know, smash them down into the cutting board as a way to kind of break them up and break them open without chopping. You know, some people have those like chopping devices or, oh no, chopping devices or food processors. I don't think it's that serious for me. Maybe if I were having guests, I'd want to do something even more fancy, but you know, you might want to take some consideration of your own dietary choices and needs. If you're a vegan, maybe you don't want to eat an egg, but if you're a pescatarian, you can, you know, go over to the wild Pacific and get some of these sardines in a can in extra virgin olive oil or in water, whatever your preference is. But sardines are delicious and they're packed with all kinds of vitamins, lots of calcium and iron, which is always important. You can add a boiled egg, you can add some smoked salmon, you can have the salmon on the side, you can add a tuna, a, you know, water packed salmon, any kind of like protein option, a sauteed tofu, whatever, just to kind of give yourself some protein for your muscles and to, you know, again, help you find satisfaction. You know, again, I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, kale is the best tasting thing in the world, but I will tell you, if you put enough different things into your salad to distract your tongue from, you know, the bitter, earthy tasting flavor, you will end up with something that is not covered up with like a lot of like fatty sauces, but is delightful and interesting, and you will enjoy eating it. And then, you know, you will see the difference in your, you know, your face and body, right? So, you know, a few cranberries trickled into your salad, those will be like it'll be like an Easter egg hunt. Let me eat this salad so I can find the parts that taste good. Right? Like sugar and salt are always there to amuse the tongue, amuse bouche, which is, I guess that I think it's a French phrase that I think means amuse the tongue, but it's a particular name for a dish or an appetizer, I can't remember. But so this worked out well, our glass jar to smush our almonds, and then we have a half a lemon that we opened up yesterday because we were making some alligator boats, which is lemon and spices, and you know, you can add a shallot to avocado and sliced grape or cherry tomatoes and get the kind of like delicious fattiness of avocado, but cutting it with a little acid, with a little lemon, with some fruits and spices, you know, on your avocado toast. It can liven things up. So we've done our cranberries, we've done our almonds, we've added some peppers. Now let's risk it all by getting into this sprouting purple onion. If it completely wrecks my eyeballs, then I might have to abandon ship, but they say cut it lengthwise. We don't want to have too much, but we want to have enough for yummy flavor. I'm scared. I definitely have the runny eyeballs when I, mess with a lot of purple onion, but purple onion is delightful. Just put this in the trash can. I do have high hopes to get to the gym. I want to show you my recipe. I think it used to be called Thieves Oil or Thieves Spray. It's basically using vodka as an alternative disinfectant, right? Not rubbing alcohol and not bleach or ammonia, but vodka, which in the old days of Hollywood and Broadway, actors and costume people would use vodka and water to spray underneath the arms of costumes that had to be worn for multiple shows a week. I don't know if they had dry cleaning back then, but it's a method of killing bacteria that doesn't, damage the garments. So here goes our purple onion, right? And, my eyes are not tearing, so maybe that worked. Have you tried that? Have you tried using your onion and not cutting it across into a circle, but cutting it, kind of lengthwise so that you get kind of an ellipse shape, and my eyes are not tearing? Is this science, some kind of genius? Oh my God. So from here, we can add our lemon, but let's get into the spice cabinet just to give it a little zhuzh. Again, we're trying to make kale appetizing, right? We're trying to give it its best shot at us eating it all and not abandoning ship. So to our salad mix, which is very colorful and beautiful and dense with nutrients, we're just adding a little black pepper. And I think that might be it. We can add some Badia complete seasoning, right? Let's not be shy about flavor. Little salt, and this is, what is this? This is salt, garlic, onion, herbs, and spices, right? That's a little vague, herbs and spices. And then from here, you can go olive oil if you want. You can go bottle dressing if you want. But if you really want to save on calories and think about your, weight loss or weight maintenance goals, lemon juice is enough kind of flavor, umami, and interesting flavor and it'll provide a little lubrication to moisten up your cranberries, right? Dried cranberries can be a little bit on the dry side, but the moisture from your leaves as well as from the lemon juice will, kind of moisten them up and release their flavor, and most especially their sugar. We use our knife just to toss that around, and, I think we've made a beautiful salad. It certainly smells delicious. Ooh, I was going to eat it off of the knife, but I won't do that out of respect for you. But, again, if you want to glow up, if you are looking to level up, to improve the way that you feed yourself and the way that you eat, a simple salad made out of, nature's goodness can be a delicious, beautiful start to a program of, enhanced nutrition. So that's tasting right to me. I will certainly try to add, I guess maybe I'll boil an egg. I could open the sardines, but I don't really want to eat all of them. So I may keep that for another moment. And, almonds are definitely a plus. The onion is not too much. And the cranberries are definitely helpful because you want to just get it down, right? You want to drink your genius coffee out of your favorite cup. You want to think about, some kind of like mineral water. Just something a meal that's more body maintenance, nutrition, protein, and careful planning of nutrients for your body. The concept overall is caloric reduction, right? Don't not eat. You want to eat, but you want to eat with your calories in mind, but you want to optimize your nutrition. You never want to be like starving or telling yourself, I'm going to not eat and, kind of cheat in my weight loss, right? You should be losing weight from eating properly. Your body naturally wants to get to a healthy place. If you're not constantly raising your insulin levels with sugar and starches that turn into sugar and alcohol that turns into sugar, your weight will naturally come down. Keep yourself busy. Journal. Think about your spirituality, really think about your life in a way that, your life is full, your life is busy, and if you're turning to calories and food on a regular basis for more than body maintenance. Food is enjoyable, but, you know, looking good in our clothes is enjoyable as well, right? Looking good in our skin, right? The whole movement toward not using filters and not covering up your face with a ton of makeup. Kale and peppers and garlic and onion and cranberries and, you know, nature's bounty will help get you there, as well as water and, you know, all the good stuff. You already know. But, you know, this is Tanya playing kitchen scientist and kind of demoing how to, you know, just use very simple steps to make an exciting looking and exciting tasting salad that doesn't, you know, isn't covered in ranch and mayonnaise and gets the job done. And, you know, I guarantee after a few days of eating this sort of nutrient dense, low calorie meal, right? It's not like you don't eat a steak. It's not like you never have fried chicken, but just make sure that when you're having the yummy stuff, you're also, you know, taking some moments to add in things that are good for you, right? And this is like flossing and brushing your teeth. It's necessary, and it's definitely going to get you. It's going to get you good results, and it's going to protect your health if you have comorbidities or any exposure to COVID-19. That's what it is. That's our kale salad. We're gonna eat the rest of that. We're gonna get to the gym. Oh, let me just show you this. Well, all you want to do is get cheap vodka from Walmart. I think this costs like $2.99. I've been horrified when people have come over and started trying to drink this. This is not for drinking. This is cleaning, right? So you pour this into your spray bottle from Daiso and add water. And then you can get busy spraying this as a non-chemical way of disinfecting. I'm going to take this to the gym because they don't clean the gym. Not to my satisfaction. But then we can get our cardio in because we might end up having to ride horses and stuff in a, I don't know what it is. Is it a film? Is it a television series? I'm not sure. But I have been riding horses lately. We want to be fit. We want to optimize our health, optimize our weight, optimize our nutrition. You know, kale, preparing your own food is definitely going to help you get there. Disinfecting and being thoughtful about chemicals in your environment, also definitely important. So, this is Tanya. The channel is House of Tanya. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I'm going to keep chewing and keep eating this. I think tomorrow we're going to juice some apples and some ginger and make a kind of spicy, fresh apple juice that you can serve over ice. You know, there's always delicious things in the kitchen to eat and prepare and to share with loved ones. So, you know, keep it healthy, do your best, be your best. House of Tanya.